you die at level 1, that can still be pretty rough, especially because they're going to bring the Tusk too, right? So if you try and get this mismatch where you take the Terrorblade into the Bristle, they're almost assuredly going to have DJ just run wherever the Dazzle is for the level 1, try and get the kill, and then you'll start the Bristle off on a good start in the lane.
Yeah, what if they huge brain it and said Tomato mid?
Prepare
That way it's either Necro or Coddle in the Terrorblade lane.
Well, we'll see if their brains are that huge.
I mean, that just might be really bad also, but, you know, I can dare to dream. He's already got his entire item selection queued up with Tomato, Vanguard, Soul Ring. There's the casual cloak, boots, and an axe.
Okay.
Happy
Great.
man.
That's what he's doing during the draft, you know? That's Jabs just goes around to the computers of the stand-ins and he just shift queues their items and said, this is all you're allowed. This is your shop. Don't click anywhere else.
You know, it's a remarkably interesting scenario. This whole like dynamic that they've got here, and I would love to hear the comms at some point and just how they think about Dota and if they talk about it together, all that stuff.
I think a lot of it and their success through this group stage is also about a little bit of the freedom of the other 3 players. There's basically no pressure on them.
Yeah,
they're trying their hardest, of course, I'm sure, like because you know that's how we all play Dota. Like, don't even kid yourselves.
Right, and if you're at a major, it's only going to happen. Like, you can't not do that.
Yeah, and so there's this this like nothing to lose mentality that these stand-ins have for them, and they're of course stand-ins of incredible caliber. So I could even say they might be TI level players perhaps this year.
That's right.
The battle
TI level players, and we do see men out, and Talon gonna pick up 2 of the runes, and actually get the 3rd.
Yeah, and so they're going to have 20 Savage down that bottom lane, and this does at least mean you won't get like the triple for the level 1. They're going to try and like attack you, but yeah, a frustrating lane. We've seen this before in the past where these Keeper of the Lights versus the Terrorblade, it was something that we like run in pubs and stuff, and the upside, sure, you can bully him out of lane, especially if you're like sniping and you don't have good vision in the lane, which they don't right now for the Radiant. They don't really know where the Coddle's going to be angling from because they don't have a ward in the lane. We used to see this a lot, like kind of like right where Jabs is standing now, you'd often put an observer ward to watch where they went like left and right and stuff like that after pushing in the wave, so you had an idea where the next angled shot was coming from. But it's a Terrorblade, so you'll likely just see him go to the jungle early, and that's one of the benefits of this hero overall, right?
Yeah, and in the meantime, you sort of at least have a little bit of a helping hand coming from Hyde, who is you know, going to be able to consistently give out that regen. Takes Divine Favor even first. So not opting to pick up one of those creeps, wants to just make sure that the Terrorblade doesn't get into sort of danger zone as far as his HP is concerned.
Kind of level 1 really feels so bad though.
Yeah, it really isn't good.
It feels terrible, but yeah, no other real options it seems.
One of the things that we did see in the last game that I didn't talk about was late game Chen picked up one of the heal creeps, and it's the 15% extra health regen implication. So you're even getting that out of those creeps as well. Such a value for those like mid-game games.
Well, as the bottom lane devolves into the exact same thing they did last game in splitting the lane, we take a look up top here is a little bit of that level 2 bully onto Zephyr, right? Still level 1, so Dubu finds his moment to really pressure and put the damage in. Won't get the kill, and now the turn.
Take a nice little chunk of damage there, keeps the punishment on, but won't be able to find the kill. You know, this is the thing, like, for all the teams that are out there that haven't been playing against Fnatic, that dual offlane, it just causes so many issues. Like, I want to go through and study how they do the lane pulls, what they do in different situations, because it feels like they've just worked out something perfectly for Fnatic.
Yeah, it seems like Jabs and DJ pretty much always get off to a good start. Including last game, even though they lost, but up top, Dubu Courier just now arriving. Needs to really make sure he doesn't lose this, by the way, with how much regen's on it, but does manage to secure it there, so no forward vision there from Zephyr or anything to try and catch those Courier kills. And now they're going to regen back up and continue to bully back these 2 heroes. And Tomato off to a totally fine start. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the counter has been happening.
Dude. This is what you're talking about, and this is why so many people would just ban out the Necro against the Ember. It's still strong.
Yeah, clearly still has a lot of benefits. I mean, you can see he's gone for 2 points in the Flame Guard, so he runs in, he's burning, he's doing his thing. He's also still just having to deal with the Heartstopper aura the entire time.
He's going to come on in, Prile. There's a whole camp there. Makoto does not want to give that one up. Gets it all built down low, and then they finish it off as up top.
Thanks for the help.
KP getting brought down low as well as Zephyr, but they'll throw out the Arctic Burn, try and get some extra deeps off onto Tomato, although maybe in some trouble. Zephyr won't go for any more on Tomato.
Makoto is basically playing Phantom Assassin in the mid lane. He's sliding for last hits from a distance, and his Brawl just waves at him. So this is pretty much the lane right there. Brawl gets the tower high five. Makoto not giving it to him, by the way. What thoughts on that?
You know, if you're feeling like this, it sort of to me shows you're feeling a little bit upset about the situation.
I mean, to be fair, you did counterpick an Ember with a Necrohost. I really don't think you deserve a high five.
No, definitely.
It's like, congrats, you bought Relic, you know? Know what I'm saying?
It's another Talon tweet coming out. I like this. DJ making the long wraparound there, trying to find Hyde. And does spot him. Not sure what he's planning on doing here. They're just gonna walk hand in hand. We just go down the stairs together too. That was super interesting as DJ makes the long run on down back to the lane.
Yeah, but is this breakup really working out for Fnatic? I feel like they're not getting that pressure on 23 Savage you might hope for, as he's just in another meta right now. Oh, that's good. Shard block into the blast. Okay, yeah, that's pressure. That's what you're looking for. That's the first blood.
DJ picks it up.
He took a wrong turn.
Oh, he might get punished for this. There's a couple battles going on. KP up top as well as the snowball away down bottom. DJ low. And Hyde gets the finish. Can Dubu also close down?
KB got a miss uphill.
Yeah, that would have been enough.
Yeah, I think he's good.
Dang. Nicely played. The high quality miss micro. Not
Meanwhile,
micro, but
Zephyr is up with some shenanigans here, huh? There you go, getting that wave in that right spot. Perfect. Okay, but they got their first kill. That's desperately what they needed there, because you're drafting this Coddle as an offlaner to put this pressure on, right? And then you want to get really active around the map. You want to be like running with this core Coddle and trying to just get a faster tempo than last game. Like, last game even itself was pretty quick, but they were held back a bit by the lone druid. And Tomato not able to join a lot of those situations. That won't be the case this time. They're going to have the Coddle to enable him, as well as just the fact that he can come online and join a bit sooner.
And in the meantime, if he's not going to join sooner, then Ryle can start to make a lot of plays around the map. Shards trying to burn through that Flame Guard. They're going to use the Glyph now as numbers are brought in from Talon.
It's 6 minutes, baby. 6 heroes mid. This is every game.
Yeah.
Without fail. And it's going to be a haste rune for DJ, so he's going to run down bottom. 23 Savage, only 600 HP right now. Okay, look at Jabs. He's right-clicking. He's right-clicking. He's whittling them down, you know?
He's thinking about it.
It's all part of the plan.
Illuminate Blast pushes him into it. Nicely done. And, well, the haste rune, it pays off.
Oh, where's my easy button? Let me just slap that thing down there.
Jabs, nicely done. KP,
up top.
I mean, he is taking a beating here as well.
My God, Warpath.
Fnatic turned up for game 2. They are stomping these lanes.
Warpath hits, man. Where does HP go?
It's no longer there. I mean, these lanes have looked really rough for Talon. All across the board, everybody's behind.
Yeah, 27 will come right back to that bottom lane. I'm sure considering jungling pretty soon here, but even the jungle won't be safe, of course, with a Coddle and a Tusk. Those are very quick rotators.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really anywhere to go. Like, Ryle is pressuring towards mid. This tier 1 tower is going to take a beating, and top's already gone. I mean, Makoto is being zoned out behind his tier 2 tower damn near. Ryle is a bully.
That was his last raindrop, too.
DJ hanging out in the area as Tomato comes on in, starting to take some Ancients.
Did
Makoto.
You see that bait by Makoto? He has that ward and he pretended he couldn't see Tusk.
Yeah. Well, they are still going to find a kill.
And then so did Hyde. Hyde also pretended that he didn't know that they were there. This is all next level plays to set up for something huge in the future, I am sure.
It's a lot of pretending.
Yeah, he's very good at it.
Ryle's not going to go for anymore, but already gets the first stack up. Those Reaper Scythe kills. KP in the meantime, gone for this build that we've seen time and again out of the Brewmasters. Of the Earn first into Spirit Vessel. If I'm going to be honest, it's amazing this game, but I'm very worried that they're not going to be getting charges that often because these fights are looking kind of rough. Dubu, though, will be punished a bit. Makoto ends up getting that final touch.
Yeah, still no Scythe here either, so they can't get the punish from Makoto. He got a lot of damage from the Shadow Wave.
Now, Burn, Zephyr. Doesn't have another Arctic Burn. There is nowhere for him to go here. Snowball, everybody get inside. Tomato, the one that claims the final kill there.
That was actually close.
Yeah.
If he had got the roast stomp from the multiple units.
Oh, it would have been
Dire's
nice.
middle tower is under attack.
Fnatic at this point, even better than last game. Looking strong, but you have to keep this momentum rolling on your side. And they should have the ability to do that. They have the Vanguard done, the boots now finished up for Tomato as well. You know, not really an exciting item for a lot of heroes, but for Bristleback, that's a pretty big deal. As they keep this pressure around the mid tower, Scythe in 30 seconds, 2 Spirit Vessel charges ready to go here, and Tomato has joined. So onto the tower they move, and Jabs wants to keep bullying 22 Savage, trying to slow down this comeback kid on the team of Talon.
Yeah, anything they can do to sort of throw a thorn in his side is going to be solid play. And, you know, it's 9 minutes right now. They're about to lose all of their outer tier 1 towers. Normally you have these heroes like Wyvern that can slow down this push, but it's just coming on too quickly right now from Fnatic. And Bryle down low. They will have the Dispel afterwards.
That was
Stunned
crazy.
up, chasing Bryle. There's the Dispel. They got him. Isn't enough damage though. Hurricane pulls him back in closer. Bryle down low, but the turn, and they find him. Chen is gonna die, and with the snowball inside, he might live through that. Bryle's gained all the regen in the world.
They're still
KP
grave.
trying to stop it. It's not looking like it's enough. Makoto turns on them all. But Talon do not have answers. And Tomato, he's just a monstrosity.
Jabs, that blinding light to push back the initial split was actually crazy. It did so much work for them in combination with the shards to block the path. It really slowed down the initiation that they had onto Bryle. And then even the Hurricane wasn't enough there too. The big heals, the snowball save after. The whole time, Dubu was there with Grave as well, and he was always in range. So he managed to hold that for a very long time and had a lot of trust that DJ was going to have that save.
This game is kind of falling off the rails a little bit right here. Fnatic getting absolutely everything.
They got some stuff though. It is past 10 minutes. The tomes have come out. That's allowed the recovery here for the Wyvern. You get a tome out there, or the Chen as well. Now 5.5, so maybe Hyde can try and get into that hand to God and maybe find some turnaround potential. Makoto has a lot of work to do here, and you can see that he understands that. He's farming some rather precarious spots, trying to farm these waves, get in towards that Maelstrom, and DJ just hunting. Is sitting with Tome and ready to level Walrus punch and punch.
Dude.
He's watching the Remnant timer. I guess he got a second one, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, he ran out. There it is. Walrus punch. Can they get him? Makoto. All right, Makoto's playing a cool.
He's still a secondary Remnant, so it's fine. Yeah.
Don't look now.
Okay.
Terrorblade has gone for a
don't tell me
somewhat interesting item.
I don't want to
build.
look.
And
Is it Armlet Dagon? I know that one.
No.
Oh.
Dire's
He's got Midas.
Yeah, he's got Midas. He does manage to TP out of there, but Midas and about 900 HP.
I mean, can you blame him?
Well,
I feel like
it
he
depends.
needs something big.
Makoto caught again. Bryle chasing good roots. Winner's Curse afterwards, a kill onto Tusk, but no, the Grave is there. They can't bring him down. DJ living, but a final kill comes out from Makoto. So the Sleight of Fist.
Oh, it's a tempting chase. They have the spirits there from Brew, but I think they just want to wait. Wait till they're at full power again, maybe with another curse. Perhaps get a smoke out chance there. So,
You know, this is normally the phase of the game where if you've got a 4K gold lead at 12 minutes, it feels almost impossible. And Fnatic definitely have the lineup that can sort of keep that snowball rolling, but after all the craziness that we saw last game, I do kind of wonder if, you know, maybe Talon hold out a little bit longer, use some good brew splits if they can catch them on the unawares.
I do think it's
going to be tough.
It's so much harder this game, in my opinion. It's going to be really tough. They don't have that same damage as well. Like, coming through with the Bat Rider especially was massive for them. Like, what's their big damage? It'll have to be Makoto, but he seemed to have a hard time not getting caught in some of these situations, especially when we hit 15 minutes and presumably we get the shard on Dubu.
Yeah.
Of course, I say that he's just purchasing a fluffy hat, so it might be a while until Dubu's up there with the shard gold. He's been grouped up a lot this game, right? Just kind of following around, not getting a lot of solo space, not pushing out any waves by himself.
Nice play.
Yeah.
To get those creeps out of there. Yeah, the Dubu sort of modus operandi
look at
feels
this,
like
though.
it's not getting gold.
They're smoking at Jabs. Any wards here on Zephyr? I'd love to see an obs placed in this area.
This is a hard kill to get, but KP forced to pop towards him right away. Zephyr. Oh, okay, they turn, but Jabs taking a beating. Moves forward, looks for the finish. They have the winner's curse, and with Terrorblade moving in too, well, Grave now. Chase looking for more. Stun with the hurl boulder, and a couple more punches. They don't get him. Jabs walking away. Oh, that clap. He thought he had him. Oh, it feels bad. And now Jabs, he's going to turn instead. Solar Bind. Run forward. KP, they're hanging on to the punch. They're waiting. The taunt. Oh, no. The Walrus Punch is finally there, but KP, they save the Reaper's Scythe.
Okay. You gotta get those stacks up, you know?
Jeez. I mean, they spent everything.
That was a good
meta.
Middle tower is under attack.
It's a good move, though, I'd say. Going there trying to find something, right? Talon, they had the right idea.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, fair.
You have to make desperate plays in these situations, right? If you just sit back and try and farm it out, you're gonna lose. So, it's true. Try and find something.
Well, and on the other hand, you do have a hero that kind of can only do that farming and holding out type of dynamic with the old Terrorblade.
He's good at it though. You know, that's his jam.
Well, Tomato's jam is just literally running it here, non-stop. Fnatic go together. There's an Aghanim Scepter coming out at 14 minutes. He is so farming.
Well, I reckon they could head towards a Roche if they wanted to at this point. That seems to be exactly where I reckon. There's a Hyde Chen jungling on the Dire side. Very nice. Gotta find that bounty rune there. And oh, look, even has the Harpy Scout. I forgot about her. She's still existing, huh, up on that cliff. That's nice.
We had one of them in one of the games the other day, but yeah, not often seen. Harpy Scout. Aegis onto Tomato, and if they play their cards right for Fnatic, this could be an Aegis that comes close to ending the game almost.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to go high ground this early in the game. It's also difficult with like the first Aegis, so I assume they won't, but at the same time, I could understand a situation where Talon keep trying desperate moves and end up just like floundering around a little bit, losing their heroes. It's also a game where we're not expecting Talon to GG out early. They will fight to the bitter end, because if they lose this, it's very likely they're getting eliminated, I believe.
Yeah, it's not like 1,000% confirmed, but it is every win just counts as so much. DJ, stun. Oh. Yeah, that one hurts. Bryle appreciating what DJ's doing there.
Yeah, this is underrated aspects about Bristleback as well. A total siege engine on this hero. When you're able to just like spam non-stop, like you see with Aghanim Scepter, it keeps the Warpath stacks full. And look at that big damage he hits for it. And you just wail on these towers. And if no one comes to stop you, you just keep on going. You got a tier 1 tower and almost full HP in that top lane. Sure, I see a couple Radiant heroes up there, but frankly, my dear, don't give a damn.
That's good.
So again, we go.
I like that. 3 to 10, but that is not really telling the full tale of how dominant this game number 2 has been for Fnatic. As that tier 2 tower is going to drop, and immediately the rotation down bottom, Fnatic will go for that tower as well. But tries to pull on in the Terrorblade illusion. Tomato's completely alone here, but with Aegis, I guess that's fine.
Yeah, maybe hoping to bait a bad fight or something here is Talon, they're just hunting for neutrals. They're trying to find these items here. Got ourselves an Essence Ring now for KP, get all these tier 2s while they can.
Illuminate Blast number 1, Blinding Light after, and Zephyr will dodge the second Illuminate.
Yeah, no Panther there, didn't like go for a TP or anything like that either.
Heads up play. So Terrorblade has been trying to keep pace with Tomato's farm, and does have a Manta style done. Again, like, you can imagine a world where these heroes start to come online, and if they're given enough time, it might actually work. And you can see that's why Makoto's keeping these lanes shoved out, even when it's
back up
basically
top.
his body online.
Oh no! Oh, that's a bad one. That's a big pickup up top.
Yeah, that's a rough guy. Makoto not able to get away. Jabs absolutely wrecking. They do throw down that winner's curse, but can the rest of the creeps get here in time? Couple punches, they use the split, but Dubu right on top of him. Has a save, the snowball after.
It's chasing the Fire Panda.
Moves on forward, the save, the heal, Jabs backing out. Jabs in trouble, but Jabs, he walks away. He gets so freaking low, about 40 HP,
not
the
again.
quad charge, and it's not gonna happen. No mana, and KP, he's desperately just trying to finish him off.
It's just a replay of the bottom fight where they attempted their gank kill onto Jabs and they couldn't do it again. Pushed this to the absolute limit. The teamwork to come in there and survive everything from my Jabs. And that's all after he killed Makoto, who's trying to get this Ember somewhere where he can contest them.
Listen, it's not the Terrorblade, okay? Terrorblade is still alive. Terrorblade's Midas, it's farming. He's going. He's trying to get to that Scotty, Trent.
He really is.
If there's a will, there's a way. I think.
Well, we'll put that to the test here. Because I'm sure there is a will here, but they need this win so badly.
7K gold lead. Trying to push out those
Makoto.
sidelines.
Gonna perhaps run into Jabs again here. Jabs just fearless as he goes for the ulti. Does not have the recall yet, so.
Ooh, 23 seconds. That's Smato.
Also still no Hex on Dubu as he runs into Makoto.
Yeah, could have made a pretty big difference. Shard is what you're talking about there, yeah.
Yeah. And BKB will be the next item for Jab. So gonna get at least one defensive item before probably going for the Scythe, I would imagine. It would make a lot of sense in this game because you just need to catch, I mean, Brewmaster, Ember, and Terrorblade are all these heroes that if you don't get that perfect lockdown, something bad happens. So Scythe is extremely good in these situations. And to the rest of his teammates, like, how are they trying to lock down this game? We've had the Lotus Orb for protection there from the Necrophos, opting for the Boots of Travel as well so they can keep the crunch on, just because Terrorblade can be sending out these units to push. Chen can do a similar thing where Hyde has just been like jungling a lot, getting some farm, catching waves out here. So map mobility is going to be a way to try and shut down these annoying plays that Talon are going for at the moment.
And Reaper Scythe out. They got him again. Ryle. I mean, you talked about it. You talked about the strength of this as a counter, not just in the laning stage, but even in the later mid-game fighting parts. But BKB done. Same timing for the Coddle and the Bristle.
I guess he's still got it, huh?
Yeah.
That old Necrophos.
Still pretty good. Pretty good.
Jab's forced to BKB here.
Well, they don't have one of those for Terrorblade. Zephyr, also nearby, ready to save him, but they are starting to collapse on Fnatic. DJ snowballs in, but 23 Savage does look to get out of there. Ryle in the meantime does not even need it.
Look at KP up here.
Yeah, he gets the TP out. Trying to make whatever space they can.
All right, Jab, don't fight it. Get a Scythe. Come on. Am I crazy? I feel like Scythe is so much better. I mean, I get Dagon's cheaper.
You kill the Terrorblade illusions quickly. Make sure he doesn't farm.
Hey, that's true. That's a good bonus.
Also, just kill the Terrorblade. How many times has he just been like a tiny bit of gold away from, or a tiny bit of damage away from finishing him off?
The other argument against it as well is that like it's not like he can solo kill just because he has a Hex, right? That's when Hex feels really strong. So it's
Dagon 5 then Hex.
There you go. Well, he needs his E-Blade first.
True.
Yeah.
At the rate they're going, I don't even know if he's going to be able to get to that point. I mean, he definitely isn't. If this game keeps going that way, it's going to be over very quickly. This is a tough spot to be in for Talon, as
they've done a lot of very good stuff, though. I will say, like I'd say died less than I would expect with some of these plays, particularly the way 23 Savage has been playing. Feels like he's really just been a natural at this. Up top, Hyde, able to TP up before Brow can get there with the Scythe.
I do wonder.
Zephyr, 23 Savage, they're going for an aggro play here with the Chen army. They're
Interesting.
baiting it.
Interesting. Right before Scotty, he TP's out now.
Yeah, this was looking bad.
Okay.
Like, this is not good.
Maybe a chance. TP's out, gets away. All right, winner's curse down.
KP is back to the Ancients. Unfortunately, they do have a ward here.
Yeah, they do see that. And Spirit Vessel charges still sitting at a premium.
There is that shard as well, of course, on Dubu now, so... Alright, does he split or does he not? What do you think? Alright, well, he's definitely not splitting.
Oh, no, there's the Hex, the stun, and he is going to go down. I don't know if he's actually gotten a Spirit Vessel charge, because they only have 3 kills.
I don't think he has.
Yeah. The game just has not gone the way that Talon envisioned it. But they know what their potential win condition is. Buying time for this Terrorblade to come online.
And then destroying the enemy Ancient.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Scotty is done for Terrorblade. And he looks to be going for Shadowblade next, actually. That's DJ, actually.
I like 20 Savage going Shadowblade.
Okay.
Yeah, seems like a good idea.
Sounds nifty.
Try and find something, right? Get the Silver Edge for the Bristle. We got our necessities here. And as you said, DJ also going for it here, so. We got 2 heroes opting for that item, do we?
I guess the big play that you have to do is just hope you can find like a curse on Coddle or something.
Yeah.
And if you can manage that, then the lack of BKB might not be as bad for TB.
Here's the thing.
Hit me
You
up.
see, Winter Wyvern versus Bristle, okay?
Yes.
When Bristle gets the Aghanims,
Okay.
all he does is spam the whole game.
Right.
Okay, so you're not going to catch some curse where he's low Warpath stacks
That is true.
once he gets the Aghanim. So it's actually a terrible item versus one. No, I'm just kidding. So very good versus Wyvern. But hey, at least he'll be at full damage when the curse happens, even if the Wyvern's initiated, which
True.
wouldn't happen.
No, that's not what probably is going to be happening here. And we got some hairball action too. Look out. Even more ways for him to be at top stacks. Do need to be wary here. Jab, smoke breaks. DJ does it too. Hide, spotted, gonna get punched. And we'll see if Dagon comes out. Doesn't look like it. Or will they use the Reaper Scythe on that one? The other thing that's pretty annoying to deal with is for Terrorblade, a Poison Touch just kills all of his illusions. Dagon, jump through, dead.
Yeah, that was one of the more interesting parts about the shard on Dazzle, right? Just being able to clear all those out. Pretty cool.
As Tomato going to hit his way onto the tier 3 tower, feeling very confident with 4 minutes left on this Aegis that it is time to go.
Teammates nowhere to be seen, but no real worries we're seeing for Tomato. They do not have a repositioning ability unless they're going to go get themselves a lot of birds, and we can hurricane them back to the tier 4s.
The dream.
Yes. Might be what we need at this point. And Aghanim Scepter still so far away for KP. He's going to end up selling a Spirit Vessel.
Yeah, probably.
I feel, you know what I mean? Like,
it might happen.
We'll just pretend that was never there.
It's a tough one. I mean, this game, it's just, when this type of a lineup starts off like this, this is just kind of rough to recover from. 18-3. Tomato still feeling confident, standing up front and center. All the heals behind him. Jab, spamming out the Illuminates, dealing 500 damage a hit.
And big heals on Tomato as well.
And 23 Savage, just not really anything he can do. They find KP off in the woods. He just wants to get home to help his team with the push. It's not going to happen. They can't get the defense in time. That is going to be a Metamorphosis used, but not really anything done afterwards.
KP has reached James Bond status.
That is true.
Yeah. 0 kills, 0 assists, and 7 deaths.
It's hard. Ryle turned upon, walking forward. That Sunder, that was not enough. And meanwhile, Silence throws on out that hairball, doing some damage, but all of the illusions dead by Dubu. Oh god, that shard really hurts Terrorblade a lot.
Bit of an issue.
That's a tough one. Mid tower gone, mid racks gone, and I don't think Fnatic are leaving. I don't know if they have enough damage here, Trent.
But he's running out of mana. Actually,
there's a Coddle.
He shockered himself.
Yeah.
Jab's like, you're after.
Tomato continues to take a bit of a beating. The heals coming out soon, though. Both from Bryle, from Coddle, and from Dazzle.
Time to juice this guy guy back up here. And meanwhile, they do not have 23 Savage. He is way up top at the moment.
Yeah, pushing out those other lanes. Silence now. Onto the Ember. Reaper's Scythe is there, and Ember is dead.
He had a BKB.
Yeah, he did.
He thought he was going to live through it. He's like, I can't use it right now. It's not going to work out if I do. I don't want to pop it before this Aegis is spent. And now Tomato's just waving and saying, what are you guys going to do now?
And no buybacks.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. They're coming back. They want 23 Savage. They want to make sure he can't TP.
One last chance, they're hoping. Bryle there right next to Tomato as they keep the chase down. 23 Savage in the woods is chased and doesn't have a place to go. He's so sad. DJ is right there nearby, slowly, steadily whittling him down. The Dagon is out and, well, DJ right on top. They dodge away though, okay.
Oh no.
Oh, but Bryle shows up afterwards. Disarm, tries to TP. No, it's not gonna be enough. Godlike Bryle as Terrorblade falls. He does have buyback, but I mean, we all see the way this game is going, Trent.
Yeah, and Tomato still has Aegis for another 40 seconds here. I think at this point they're probably willing to knock that off him.
Don't turn your back.
It is indeed going to be claimed, but 2 full lanes of Raxes. 3-21. Will it happen? 23 Savage buying back to join the fray. KP just wants to get an ulti off. Oh my god, are they really backing to farm? What are you guys doing?
Hey, there's no more Aegis.
That's true. That's true.
You know?
Wait for next Aegis.
Everyone's back alive. Radiant, they're going to smoke out Talon. They want this.
Yeah, they take a nice little Illuminate blast, but Talon
All
fighting
right.
until the very bitter end.
All right, we got Ags on Zephyr. We saw the damage it was doing to this Bristleback, all right?
Dagon, level 4. They need to find somebody. Again, for Talon, this is everything. This is their tournament life.
They ran. They didn't engage.
Tomato, it's too hard to take that fight, it feels like. But no more Aegis. DJ caught for a moment. Starting to build up some stacks. 23 Savage chasing forward, looking for the kill, and they find it. They take down one, but can they get any more? 23 Savage
Sunder.
able to survive. Where's the Sunder? He gets it on the illusion, staying alive just barely. Winner's Curse, now on a cuddle. Jab's in trouble, and can they bring him down?
Oh my god.
The turn.
Makoto.
The damage. And they do it.
Dubu?
Dubu almost dead. Bryle in the meantime chase with Zephyr on top of him.
Bryle?
The strength of Talon. Let none say that they can't do it. Oh my god, they left Tomato alone, lifted him in the air for a nice little jaunt, but now they're coming on home. The chickens are coming home to roost, Trent. Will they be able to find themselves a dinner? Tomato TP's away, and just barely able to get out of
Okay,
there.
so the way they play this fight is pretty damn genius. Oh, now they have a Wraith Pact Aura too.
Ooh.
That could not have gone much better for them, right? Pretty much everything that you need on that checklist of stupid things that they need to win a fight happens. They catch DJ first, all by his lonesome isolated. That means he's not snowball saving anything. So that's no, save number 1 down, right? Then we go over here. The Dagon attempt with the kill of the Scythe. They don't get it. That's check number 2, a whiffed Scythe. They need that into a Sunder, plus a curse on 2 heroes. Actually managed to get it while the control from KP in the back is keeping the other heroes busy. Then they somehow get jabbed to that last hit. I can't believe he died there. That was so fortunate for them. Then while controlling Tomato, they kill Dubu. Just like you said in the draft, this idea of the Brewmaster to be there to toss up the Bristleback comes to fruition here 30 minutes into the game when they're down 20k, and they find themselves a fight win.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe that they actually managed to win that fight. And now we're going to look back into the real game where we're sitting. Because the graph, I mean, again, not a huge switch over, but it was at 0%. 99, there's a chance. Where there's a will, there's a way, Trent.
We found that will. It took a while. I like how it went all the way up to 2%, and they were like, nah, you know?
For a second there.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. It's more than 0. And part of the reason was none of those heroes had buyback, and part of the reason for that was because there was still a tier 1 tower left alive. But I don't know if I've ever seen a comeback bigger than this if Talon can somehow manage to make it happen. But could you imagine?
It is pretty insane to see a 5-hero wipe at this point. So I guess KP died while we watched all that, huh?
Yeah, he went down.
He's back up, though. He got abyssal and then into a Walrus Punch. So there are some pretty terrifying items here. We have overwhelming blink into abyssal and Tomato.
Does he sell the Spirit Vessels? He finally got charges. 4 of them.
Dude, oh, it must be so tempting.
I know. If you wanted to
he can't. I don't think he can do it at this point.
You need it. Everything possible. They got to get it. And Roche respawning in a couple of seconds here. Still 19K gold lead.
He could sell his arcane boots.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, how many fights do they really need to win this game? And I feel like it's like 2 or 3 still,
Are
but
you talking about Talon?
yeah.
I feel like it's like 6.
Okay. All right.
Like,
All right.
they need to do that a lot. Okay? Don't get your hopes up here. All right, now mind you, if there's like buybacks and stuff and it's like total, complete
that hurts.
5-hero wipe disasters again, maybe just like 3.
Okay.
But normal, even impressive, kind of amazing fights, they still need so many. And well, now we just stack it up a little bit more here.
The Will-O-Wisp.
That's where we went, huh?
Talon. They run into them and they find their target. Makoto off the gate, but the Hand of God is there. The turn, trying to take down DJ. It's not quite enough. Winner's Curse will not stop Tomato for long as Zephyr is dead. Buys back immediately afterwards.
Will-O-Wisp.
Trying to take it down. Reaper's Sight, not quite enough damage. Hex, though, oh, the illusion's gone. Sunder, it comes out in time. Able to keep him alive a little bit longer. Cold Embrace, 23 Savage still standing tall, but does he have the damage he needs? Silver Edge hides him for the moment, turns now onto Jabs. Jabs, but the grave is there. KP trying to chase. He's been chasing him all game, but it's not going to be enough. They can't find the kill.
They're so low.
Oh, they wanted it, but it's not going to be there.
Makoto?
But maybe Makoto with the cleanup. Can he find them all? Good silence. They buy back now on the Necrophos. Makoto living, Rudy trying to get away, but one more punch is going to do him in as the Ember will finally be slain.
Buyback is there for Makoto to get back into this one if he wants to. There was a buyback spin as well from Bryle. So this is that long road of some potential here for Talon if they can find these kills, but obviously at this point it requires something amazing, something incredibly ridiculous, such as that last 5-hero wipe that they managed to find. And now it's Bryle, the one who did just buy back in the base.
Okay. And Tomato moves in there. A couple more punches, high is low, but the mech is out. Trying to walk away. Snowball after. And the Hex is there. Still no Metamorphosis. They buy back on the Chen, and with KP back up, they're actually okay for now.
It's so hard for them to play these fights. Will-O-Wisp is out. I mean, in the fight near the tier 2 mid, well, at least where it would have been, 20 Savage barely got to play. He was just Will-O-Wisped over and over and over again.
Don't look now, but he disassembled his arcanes.
He sold them. I love that. Just got to get a little bit more gold. KB has the Aghanim. So we're going to have 2 splits now up and available. And this is going to give him a lot more options in terms of controlling these supports in the back as well as Tomato.
If you can make it work somehow on Talon, this would be the stuff of legends. But for the moment, I mean, it just feels like an insurmountable hill to try and climb. Granted, buyback status coming back off cooldown for Terrorblade has still a long way to go in terms of how big his inventory can get. On 23 Savage. Also, the levels can start to become a bit of an issue as the game goes on.
How about this next round of neutral items? If they could get out there, you know, got to complete the ones they have first, but there's about to be 37 minutes here.
Radiant's courier
Hero
has
smoke.
been
Looking to see if someone's coming to their high ground. The defensive smoke. An unusual tool.
True. Make sure that they don't just get jumped on by the bristleback at the start. They
Say
start it,
that.
find it, Makoto dead, and yeah, okay, they get jumped on by the bristleback at the start. He is broken. Has to back away, 23 Savage. As they retreat for the moment, they have a lift up onto Dubu, but that's the end of it. So Makoto dead, Metamorphosis used, and the Chen gone. You can see Fnatic, how important this is, wanting to secure that upper bracket status for themselves. And again, this is a team that's sort of on the verge of, you know, being able to ensure that they're going to TI. Will it happen? Tomato, they turn. Oh, he didn't get the break onto him though. Went too early, hexed and gone. And with that, they called GG Talon. We knew it was coming, but there was a moment there where it could have been something else. Fnatic take the second game. It's another 1-1 series.
They just keep doing it. Fnatic, the 1-1s. It's such an impressive team as well. And again, bouncing back after a loss in game 1 of where they're just basically playing the same strat again, but a little bit more coordinated, a few more options there.
Right.